Film day. Time to watch the film. We're your film people. Grant Cohn, Jack Hammer. How you doing, Jack?
I'm great. How you doing?
I'm great. I watched this in person in Cincinnati. It was a dreary, dark evening, and now we get to watch it silently, dispassionately on the film. And we're just doing offense again. We're just doing offense. Full disclosure. Should we get started?
Let's go.
Okay, let's jump into it. Boom. First play from scrimmage.
Yeah, right off the bat, what I want you to look at is just watch the flow from the linebackers. We've talked about this a couple of different times. When Juszczyk goes in motion, defenses know what's coming, and everybody's moving already before the ball's even snapped. There's nowhere for them to run here. Watch the linebackers. Juszczyk goes in motion to the left. Everybody goes with them.
Figure it out, Internet. Why does this happen? Hold on. This happened last week, too. It might be a false start on this stream. Hold on. Sorry. Oh, now you want to work. I don't need subtitles. Okay, here we go. Starting over. Yeah. Forget everything you thought you knew about this game. We're watching it again. Okay.
Yeah, just watch it. When Juszczyk goes in motion, watch the linebackers move. That's one of the things that I noticed in watching this. Part of, I think, the reason the 49ers run game struggled because Cincinnati just did a really good job of anticipating what was coming at them. We see it here with the linebacker motion with Juszczyk.
Oh, yeah, look at that. Juszczyk takes him right to it. Yep.
Yeah, and we've seen this over and over again this year. Every time Juszczyk motions, he's leading them right there. And then they come back here. Looks like we're going back to the first play again.
Sorry, yeah.
That's right.
I wanted to watch it one more time because it was interesting.
They just put too many guys. There's more defenders than there are blockers over there, and there's no way they can. It looks like Tomlinson gets beat a little bit by 65 and makes the tackle.
Okay.
And then they come back. The next play is the run to Deebo Samuel on the right, to go to the right side, and you see the same thing. You can see the linebackers are really keyed in on Deebo Samuel here.
Interesting.
There's going to be a really nice block though by Alex Mack on 57. Does a really nice job of cutting him.
Yeah, I see that. Takes him out at the legs.
Yeah, but there's just too many. They just put too many bodies on top of them, and that puts the 49ers here in a 3rd and 11 because of the there's no gain on that play. They lost one on the first play, and 3rd and 11 is just not where the 49ers can. They can't.
Watch the linebackers.
Yeah,
they get a nice early start on it.
Oh yeah, they know what's coming. They're keyed in. That's one of the things with Cincinnati. Cincinnati, they're very sound on defense now compared to where they were in the 49ers played them 2 years ago. They're very sound, at least in this game, with flowing to the right areas and knowing what's coming.
Usually when Kyle Shanahan sees linebackers flowing that aggressively, he hits them with play action. But the Niners don't do a ton of play action anymore.
No, and we'll see them try to take advantage of that a little bit here. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, 3rd and 11 just isn't where they're going to win in this game, or they're going to win very often with what they have on the right side, and they just get blown up right here. This one actually comes from the opposite side. Everybody, Hutchinson coming from the right side on that loop, and there's just nobody there inside to take him.
Yeah.
And, after the first few plays right here, I'd mentioned, the 49ers are going to have to look to throw on first down in this game because that's the only best. Garoppolo's been pretty good on first down all year long, and with the way that their offensive line is playing, they're not going to be successful throwing the ball here.
I'll tell you what I see, though. Ross Dwelly.
Yeah, Dwelly's starting to come open, but his Dwelly's the 2nd or 3rd read on the play. The first read, I believe, is the who is that? 15 Jennings. I'm pretty sure is the first read on this play. It's supposed to go Jennings and then back to Dwelly.
Yeah.
And so he's reading the left side, waiting for that to kind of break.
Jennings open too.
He starts
way in front of the marker, but
yeah, no, he starts to come open, but he's got the pressure on him before he's getting hit before he gets into his break. He's got to throw it right.
Keep going. He's doing that little whip route thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems to me that if, with I don't know exactly how they coach it, but with Cincinnati bringing pressure, then there must be like a hot route that's not this long developing Jennings thing. I don't know if it's Dwelly or who, but who's running or Hasty.
But
it seems like Hasty. One of these two guys Dwelly was actually looking the whole way as opposed to Hasty. But yeah, I mean, I'd like to see
You see right
Garoppolo
there,
get the ball out of his hands or move. But yeah, let's look at the offensive line too, because the offensive line was terrible in this game. By far the worst part of the offense, I thought.
Yeah, they were. They really struggle in pass protection in this game. 5 sacks. Some of that's on Garoppolo, but some of it, this is just quick pressure. And he could hit the dump off if he gets it out right now. But the pressure is just too. It's on the opposite side. He doesn't get over there.
Yeah.
But then we see them make the adjustment after that. So they come back out in the second possession, and now they make the adjustment. And from here on, they really start to throw the ball on first down, pretty much until they get the lead, for the most part. This is just an easy little throw out to Ayuk. Really just an extended handoff for a nice little gain of 7. Ayuk's kind of taken on the Deebo Samuel role in the offense in terms of as a receiver, on the screens and those kind of things. We don't see Samuel really get those anymore.
No.
Because they're trying to limit his they're trying to limit his touches because he's taking the ball more as a running back now.
Yeah.
Because they need him they need some explosion out of that position. They don't have it without him.
Yeah.
And then they're going to come
back. They can't keep throwing one pass a game to Deebo. They gotta work that out, man.
Yeah, they do. They've got
that's not enough. Like running backs get more passes than that.
Well, and as we watch through this film, there's a couple of other ones. There should have been more balls that went to Deebo Samuel, and we'll get to it.
But yeah, Ayuk is actually really playing well. I mean, he's their go-to guy on third down, catching like 70% of his targets on third down.
Yeah, he's really stepped up once he started throwing the ball. Yeah, we knew he was good last year too, right? I mean, he was really good last year.
I really like him. I didn't quite understand what was happening earlier in the season, and maybe he's better for it. And I still think the Niners cost themselves some games with that stuff. But anyway, it's good to see him coming into his own now.
Yeah, I agree. And then here's what you were talking about. Here's the play action.
Boom.
It's nothing fancy, but it's a 5-yard gain to Kittle to pick up the first down. And it's taking advantage of the aggressiveness of Cincinnati against the run.
And that's a play they call every game.
Yes.
Every game. So it's a good call. I like it.
And it's the kind of call we're going to see at the end, right? Just take advantage of what they do. Yeah.
Good call. It's a good point. It's to the other side. It's to Ayuk.
Yeah, it's it's a different play because he's coming from across the formation, but it's a similar
concept. Yeah. Similar concept. Yeah.
Yeah. So, first and 10, and they screened on the last one. They're going to do the same thing here at Ayuk again, just the other way now. The one thing that I didn't like about this play is that they just didn't get a very good play fake from Garoppolo. He's got to get a better play fake in there because what happens here is 49, the linebacker doesn't bite on the fake to Samuel at all. It's not a good fake.
Point. It's not. There actually is no play fake.
Yeah, because that play fake, that you've got to try to get that play fake in there to hold 49 and make him kind of stay inside. But instead, he's able to chase down, basically just chase after Williams, and he's the one that makes the stop.
That's a really good observation. One more thing I want to point out from this play, Ayuk does a good job of getting the hell upfield now, because in the past we've sort of criticized him for dancing on these screens, so that was good.
Yes,
that was good.
Definitely an improvement by him there, and I just think Garoppolo's got to he's got to slow down 49 more. That's his job.
Agree. Well, last thing with Ayuk, like we pointed out last week, a lot of people in the comment section pointed out how open he was. Now a lot of those plays he didn't necessarily. It wasn't like the wrong read from Jimmy, but Ayuk was getting open a ton last week, and it was nice to see the 49ers reward him in this game.
Yeah, he's
been killing it.
Yeah.
I mean, he did drop those passes, but he's killing it. Yeah.
No, he's definitely been better.
Yeah.
And then
nice block
again, look at the flow again. The flow is just flying across and shuts it down. Yeah.
Watch the linebackers again, because this has been the Niners' bread and butter run all off season. You got to practice defending this if you're playing the Niners, and this team was really well prepared to stop the Niners' run game.
Yeah,
although the Niners ended up averaging more than 4 yards a carry.
They did. Well, part of that is the big run by Samuel, but they
true.
We'll see how that all plays out, because there are a couple of really nice runs, and the fact that they could get the 4.3 yards against Wilson, I think averages over 4.3 yards a carry himself. So it wasn't a bad effort. Cincinnati, for the most part, did a really good job against Deebo.
They did. except for that. It was like 7 carries. It didn't do much, but the one was a touch. And that's the thing with Deebo. All it takes is 8 carries. One is probably going to be a touchdown.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
And then this one right here, just a quick one. And I used the first read on this play. He's the first option. He's got outside leverage. The cornerback just does a really good job of driving and climbing on him.
Is this 3rd and 6? Okay, 3rd down. The Niners are surprisingly low ranked on 3rd down. I didn't realize they're 24th out of 32 teams. I thought they were like top 5. Anyway.
Yeah, well, remember, they had a lot of really bad games over the first half of the year.
That's true. Okay. And then they were on fire in that 3-game win streak. But this, that's the first read. That's where he's going.
Yeah, it's the first read, and he's got the outside leverage.
Yeah, cornerback's got his back to him.
Mm-hmm. And
he's open if maybe the ball needed to come out a little bit quicker, or Jimmy needs a stronger arm. It's a tough throw for Jimmy.
Yeah, and he's lucky that he's lucky the ball went where it was, because 22 does a really good job of kind of climbing up that route and almost getting his hands on the ball. He does get his hands on the ball.
He gets both of them on the ball. Yeah.
So they catch a little bit of a break there. I think this play comes back a little bit later in the game.
This is always tough. Like when I watch it live, I say, "Oh man, that should have been intercepted." But like if an offensive player gets both their hands on the ball, you're thinking, can't see it from that one. If an offensive player gets both their hands on this, you think you got to catch that. But do you expect a corner to make this interception? That it's not the easiest pick, but he does have both hands on it. If you were to zoom in, enhance.
Yeah, no, he gets both hands on it on his fingertips, and it's one of those. If you're a Cincinnati fan, you could complain about.
If you're, for sure. Depends who you're rooting for. Okay, fair enough. But that's a dangerous throw, and I really feel like one of the reasons that Jimmy throws more picks in training camp than he does in games is because in practice he really does try new things. He practices this stuff that he doesn't throw these kind of passes very much, does he? Far hash.
No, we've seen him do it a little bit more this year at times, and
yes, he does it sometimes. But generally, I think he's pretty careful as a game manager and realizes I can't throw any picks. And I mean, look what happened. It was dangerous.
Yeah, dangerous one right there.
Moving on. Okay, 1st and 10.
Yeah, they get the big break with the fumble, and then we're going to see right here. With this one, just look at the box before you snap. This is going to be a run. Look at the box. There's 9 guys in the box when this is snapped, and they're trying to run that little counter toss where they toss it to the right, but he's really running this to the left. And Bates is just
because they got 22 personnel in here.
They do. Yes, it's 22 because they've got
technically Jeff Wilson Jr. is in there as like a tight end.
Actually, no, it's 20. This is 21 personnel. I'm sorry.
All right, with Deebo back there, it's tricky. Got it.
Yeah, and I think this is where Cincinnati played very sound. They recognized the tendency by the 49ers to do this kind of thing. Yeah, and they put an extra guy in the box, dare him to do something different. And there's 9 guys there with 7 guys blocking, so there's going to be somebody, at least one guy open, and he's the one guy that they can't make miss.
I think this is really a defensive coordinator who did his homework, because when Jimmy Garoppolo is under center, I think 90% of the time he's tossing or handing off. So this seems like a perfectly reasonable front to present.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Interesting. I love the chess match of football coaches. They're so smart, and they work so hard all week to do the best thing on every little situation. I love that. Anyway.
Yeah, and then you see the 49ers come right back off of that with this where they're going to bootleg off to the left. They're going to try to. They got Kittle coming across, and they're going to have Samuel at the second level. Hutchinson just forces that ball to come out early because I think Samuel might come open if he's able to hold on to it, but there's just the guys in space, so he's got to get it out to kill right away.
Yeah, true. Now maybe if he was Kyler Murray, he could have bought time here, but Jimmy's Jimmy. And look, most quarterbacks are going to throw this ball to Kittle right here. And you know what? It's a nice little snap sidearm throw. Boom. I love that.
Yeah, and Hutchinson's playing it good, so he's not going to give him the outside. But if you have maybe another, more athletic quarterback, maybe they try to cut that up and run it.
I think probably Trey Lance would have done something different, but I don't know if he would have gotten him more than 5 yards. He might have ran for it himself. He might have taken a negative play. You don't know. Anyway.
Yeah.
We don't have to re-describe Jimmy Garoppolo's skill set. Okay.
And then this one, pause this one here real quick before you. This is the hold on Williams, and this is a hold that's actually Garoppolo's fault. This ball needs to come out early during the game. you didn't get to hear it on the TV copy, but for those people that are watching here that did, they were talking about how Williams had his hands on the outside shoulders of Hutchinson. That's not where the hold gets called. The hold gets called because Garoppolo holds onto the ball, and now is when that's where the hold gets called.
The tackle at the end, yeah,
they're bringing pressure. They're bringing pressure here. Garoppolo's got to get this ball out to Deebo Samuel. He has him open right away, and you can see it from this angle here.
Yeah, I just want to check Trent Williams real quick. So he's got him there. That's what they said. That's not really holding there.
No, but they see there. See that, and then you can see, and that's when you see the ref pull his hand out. It's late in the play because Garoppolo doesn't get the ball out on time. So
good point. Watch the ref bottom left. Boom. Yep. And so let's watch now Garoppolo. Deebo's open right over the middle here.
Yeah, he's got it right now. The ball's right now. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're rushing 5. You got to get the ball out of your hands. Instead, he misses
it. I think he's looking for Kittle, and then he comes out and takes his head to. But that's not the read. The read here with the blitz is the hot read is Deebo Samuel. So the ball's got to come out to him. And I'd rather get that ball to Deebo Samuel and let him try to run away from the DB than make the throw that he makes anyway.
Yeah. Oh wait, hold on. Sorry. So and then what happens is he ends up just throwing kind of like an emergency throw to JaMychal Hasty.
Yeah, they would have picked up the first down without the hold, but they wouldn't have picked up the hold. They wouldn't have picked it up if he didn't get the hold either, because he would have probably been sacked, right? So
good point.
Just get the ball to your hot read. That's one of the things with this game is Garoppolo needs to get the ball out to the guys that are open, and he doesn't do it here on this one.
Yeah. Okay.
And then they come back on the next play. This is a nice play on him. This is a bad job by the offensive line. They're because of the look up front. They kind of all sink inside. They let Hutchinson come off, or 94 come off the edge free, and Garoppolo's got to make a move, and he does a good job of at least getting a couple of yards.
Yeah, that is nice.
That's almost like that's kind of like, remember earlier in the year when they had some breakdowns with Williams when he stepped in, or like against Green Bay, I think it was. It was kind of that same type of a situation there, but at least he's able to get it out of his hands.
Yeah.
Yes, because they're showing a bigger rush than they bring, and so they end up doubling. You see Tomlinson and Mack end up doubling instead of kind of just playing that across the board,
Now I know that Jimmy's he's not setting his feet. This is a tough throw. I'd like to see him get the ball down a little bit, though. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
That's 6'3" Juwan Jennings. Still nice catch by Juwan. That's like the exact. It's a really good receiver for Jimmy Garoppolo, for any quarterback, but especially someone who has a tendency to miss high, like both the Niners quarterbers do. Nice, Juwan.
Yeah. Doesn't right there when you stop that, like if you didn't know that was Juwan Jennings and you're just an old time 49er fan from the early 2010s, that looks just like Michael Crabtree, doesn't it?
It's just like Crabtree, absolutely. Yep, I agree. Same numbers, same arm extension, taller than Crabtree, although Crabtree probably had longer arms. His arms were crazy long. Yes.
Yeah.
What did Harbaugh say? He were frog-like. Frog-like.
What was his hands? He had something with his hands. He talked about his hands, how strong his hands were.
Yeah.
I think he said he had meaty claws or something.
Meaty claws. So he fumbles here. There was a lot of fumbling in this game, but he recovers it himself? Or was he down?
No, he was. I think it was a fumble, but it just bounces right back up to him. Very lucky.
He put the ball on the ground. Wow. Hey, football's so funny, man. The Niners were not getting the bounces midway through the season. Now they are. Remember that? I'll never forget that one clip you put on Twitter of 5 people surrounding the ball. It's like this was not recovered by the 49ers. It's a crazy sport. But it evens out over 17 games. It evens out.
It does. It does. This season seems so long too. But
it's like they lost a game because of special games in Seattle, and then won a game because of special teams the next game. It's amazing. It's like the football guys are like, okay, that wasn't fair. We'll that wasn't fair. Let's even that out.
Yeah, very, very much so.
Yeah. Okay, here we go.
And they get the field goal there, so they're up 3. And then this is a really nice ball from Garoppolo though on a slant to Ayuk. This is a really tight window throw, beats the linebacker to the hole. Ayuk does a nice job of catching and just for a nice little explosive opening to the drive.
That's a really nice catch too. Very Deebo Samuel-esque after the catch. I mean, fearless upfield, Stays on his feet. Good contact balance. Strong. Both guys really nice on this play. Nice connection.
Yeah, this is really – it's tight. Nice, really nice grab, though. Good, not afraid to put his hands up in the air going across the middle.
You know, we talked about this in the offseason, who's better, Deebo or Ayuk, and I was always on Team Ayuk. Dude, Ayuk is a better wide receiver than Deebo Samuel. And Deebo's probably a better player than Ayuk, but I just trust Ayuk making this catch more than Deebo. Not that Deebo will drop it, although he could, but like the long arms, he's got that frog-like, he's got those meaty claws.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
Yeah, no, he is. I think he's the better receiver. Deebo Samuel's had a lot of drops, but he's really cleaned those up in the last. You really see it out of this. Watch this view from here. It just,
nice.
Really is. And so that
very confident right now.
Yeah, Ayuk's confident. Garoppolo gets it out to him, and then the nice part about that is that's right at the end of the quarters. But it kind of, let's see what happens here, because they get that big play on first down. Now the box is maybe a little bit lighter. They bring the guy down. It looks like it's a little bit more spread out than it was before. And they're going to get a big run by. Actually, this isn't it. This is the.
So it's the trick play, and they're trying to go. They think in hasty, but they read it right away. They double cover it. Wow.
Yeah, they've got there's only two guys in the row.
Play it. He's just chilling. Boom.
They got Jennings double covered and Hasty double covered. So that's a nice job by Ayuk to not force it.
Wow.
He's
a really good decision maker in the pocket. That's the thing about Brandon Ayuk. It's not in the scouting report, but he doesn't force it, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
That was good. Good decision. Let's see it again. Brandon Ayuk. It's not going to go down as a pass attempt, but he made the right call.
Yeah, it's a good play. Good job by Ayuk, in those quarterback meetings to pay attention and know what to do with the ball there.
Love it. Wrap that ball up, though. I don't know how they don't teach you to run like that.
No.
Anyway. Okay.
He's a quarterback right there.
He is the question. True. You're allowed to run like that when you're a quarterback. You're right. Okay.
And then I just so they get the explosive pass. They get a kind of a little bit of a tricky run, and now they get just.
And that's the Jeff Wilson Jr. we remember right there.
Yeah,
love that.
Yeah, pound it for 12 yards on first down.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, hella good. Love that.
9 yards. 9 yards.
Whatever it was. Yeah.
Make him back for 12 on the next.
Right. Yeah. So it's nice. Kittle falls down. Relentless.
Yeah. And I love Jeff
Wilson Jr. is best. Sorry.
He's tough. This was his best game so far since he's come back.
Well, dude, let's watch. Brandon Ayuk blocking is actually kind of fun. I've noticed it a couple of times, but he's been going at it with a bunch of these DBs, and he gets all in their face afterward, like, "Hey, good rep. I love that. Football players are so respectful. Hey, good job.
Coming all day.
Yeah, good rep. Coming all day. Yeah."
See, now they've got a lighter box. There's only 7 guys in the box, and they're able to get a nice run here, 12 yards on first down.
This was a really nice cut by Jeff Wilson Jr. I love this. I remember being really impressed with this during the game. It's the play I'm thinking of.
Yeah,
that was nice.
That's a really good. See, now remember like last week when we were talking about how Elijah Mitchell keeps running up everybody's back? Notice how he's here. No, it's really nice. Slides right down. And this one works because they have a lighter box, and so they're able to get a hat on a hat, and 22 does his thing. They give him space to work. Great vision.
Mitchell would have ran in the back of someone. I like that. Good call. Yeah, nothing against Mitchell. Let's give some props to Wilson. That was probably his best run of the game. I think it was his longest. Yeah. Okay. So. Deebo time again. He's going to get stuffed here. They had a good plan for him, except for the one. Hey, when they're at the 25-yard line, you got to expect that. They've done it a bunch of times now, right? Touchdown for the 25, hand off to Deebo. Yeah.
Yeah, inside the 30. That's 25, 27-yard line.
Yeah. But this is between the tackles. I think that enough of this, man. You don't really need to keep doing Deebo between the tackles. Like did he not? I don't know. Did he have a lane? 98 was kind of there. Nowhere really for him to go.
96 is kind of, or 65. He's kind of in the 65, 66, whatever. 98. Who is it? No, 65.
98. Yeah, 65.
The other guy, 65. He's spinning around. He doesn't know where the ball is, but his back's in the way, so he kind of makes him bounce.
Okay.
This is their play that always seems to work.
Here's touchdown. Boom. Yeah. Why? Who went the wrong way? 49 hesitated.
Yeah, 49 tries to shoot the gap instead of scraping across. He's not going to chase him down.
Yeah, who the hell do you think you are, first of all? Second of all, goodbye. Good job, 49. Oh, see you, dude.
Yeah, so he steps forward thinking it's going to come inside, and then he's trying to, and from that point he's chasing him.
Watch 30 realize he messed up right here and tries to push 20 into him. Nice. Good job. Terrible, man. Hold on. No, Deebo's great, but he just makes all these people take the wrong. 49 already messed up because he underestimated Deebo. Now 20 messed up, 30 messed up. Tries to push. That's just Deebo makes people look dumb. He's so fast.
Rewind it again and watch on the edge. Watch 89 or 85. You got Kittle out here, right? He's got 94, and then you see the block by.
Oh,
that's Jennings. Jennings takes and just
boom. Love that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, hold on. Let's see it from this angle. 15. He was blocking his own. He blocked the DB into boom.
Yep.
That's the block of the play right there. Absolutely. Nice.
And that's a really nice job downfield by Compton. Compton's all right in run blocking. He's not a bad run blocker. It's just pass
he actually blocking. Has a higher PFF grade than McGlinchey significantly. And I would never, ever bring up PFF grades except if it was going to make Mike McGlinchey look bad. So I had to say it. Look at him go. Look at him run. Look at him freaking go. Whoa, Tom Compton. Looking like Forrest Gump. Look at him go. Oh, he missed a little bit. No, but he got him. No, he made the key block. That's a great block.
Holy moly, he's moving.
Wow.
He really is. Look how fast he's going.
Like who?
For a guy of his size to be able to get upfield like that and lock on like he did, that's very impressive.
Yeah, last time we could watch the knee lift. This guy clearly ran track. Look at his knees. Look at him go. Damn, Tom, I take it back. Wow, Tom Compton. I said some reckless stuff about you, man. You're a good athlete. Whoa. Who knew? Look like Joe Staley out there in space.
Yeah, that for sure. In the run game, he's very good. Very good in the run game.
Yeah. Now he's the worst pass protect, but Mike McGlinchey has his troubles too.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. So you're back to you're trying to take advantage of 49, and you do. 57 over there.
Uh-huh. Yeah, first down pass, play action because of the defense that Cincinnati's given them, and it's basically just extended handoffs.
Yeah,
gain of about 6.
It's like if you want to overplay our run game, then we'll just dump it off the Kittle over here for 5. Yeah, 6.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Back to
just nothing. There's no push up. No.
Yeah. You're running to the right, which is always rough. I mean, nothing against Compton, but Brunskill's over there.
Yeah, they're already kind of overmatched, and 49 does a good job of because look at what they've got over. They've got 3-on-3. 49 straights over.
Well, watch Brunskill. Real quick, sorry. Watch Brunskill.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, they go right there.
It's a lot of fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he just gets driven back.
He gets
stood up way too much.
He's the worst player on the offensive line. I mean, actually, Compton's good at something. I'm not sure Brunskill's serviceable at this point.
I agree.
They're serviceable minus. Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then they're going to run the slot fade here to Kittle. This was a perfect pass. This should have been I don't like to talk about the penalties. This is a perfect pass that either should have been caught or it's a pass interference. I think he has because he's holding his left arm down. He only has the right arm to make the catch with, I think. I don't think he's able to get his left arm up, but I could be wrong.
Well, I mean, I think it's hard to say. We don't really have a good angle. I think we saw a better angle on the television copy.
I think so.
So I'm not sure if it's a good call or not, but it looks like a hell of a throw. I'll give him that. Let's just say that. What I know is it's a hell of a throw. It's in rhythm. He doesn't hesitate. It's got touch. Kittle doesn't have to slow down. And I'm not going to say whether Kittle – I tweeted that Kittle should have caught it, but hard to say. I just don't have a really good angle. Perfect throw.
Yeah, but it looks like his arm is down right there. See his arm? It looks like his arm is right there across that.
It might have been a bad call. It might have been.
No, but a heck of a throw. I was going to ask you, I wonder, was the wind blowing this way in the game? Do you remember if the wind was blowing?
I don't remember which way the wind was blowing. I was inside, and I didn't check, but it's a good question. Why? Because did it push it down the field?
Well, because he threw a couple of balls, his deep balls.
Did he throw it into the wind or with the wind? That's a good question. I would imagine they would call this. I would imagine that's a good question. I think Kyle would probably only call this. But then again, he did throw that one the same direction from right to left that kind of floated. But that one the receiver was further down the field.
Yeah, so
he was later in the play, I feel like.
Yeah, this is a nice one because the ball gets up and out of his hand. Very Mac Jones-esque on this one in terms of getting the ball out of his hand quick on a deep route.
Yes.
In terms of what we talked.
Yeah.
In terms of what we talked about when we were breaking him down before the draft.
Right, because if you don't have this ball doesn't travel super far because the ball comes out of his hand quickly. Good throw. Mm-hmm. Don't wait. Because the one to Benjamin, he waits a little bit longer and it becomes a harder throw.
And we'll see that one on the next series. But it's interesting here in that they have third and 3, and they take the deep shot.
Yeah, that was interesting. And this was when it was a 1-score game in the first half. Game in the balance. Kind of strange. But well executed by Jimmy. Voice ad agency says with Jennings, Deebo, Ayuk, and Kittle all healthy, of course, you would think that we would spread defense out in the pass more. Yeah, but the issue to me is the pass protection more than the quarterback. The pass protection is really suspect. That's not even the word for it. Bad.
No, you're 100% right. They threw the ball 46. They had 46 dropbacks that I know of because they had 41 passes and 5 sacks.
Yeah,
I don't think he scrambled for any. But so this was definitely a pass heavy game, but I think it was because they're using the pass kind of as a run on some of these first down plays.
Yeah. That was nice. Was there anyone open?
Let's take a look at it.
Deebo, maybe Deebo? What do you think? I mean, the guy's on his back. You'd have to trust him, but I trust Deebo. No, I don't know.
Let's see where. Let's see.
But where's? I think he's just under pressure at that point. I think he even looked at him.
He does. Throw. He does, and then there's an arm that comes up and he pulls it down. Right? He wants to get rid of it. He doesn't.
He wants to. Yeah, fair enough. Hey, Trey Hendrickson's a good player, and if he'd gone through the whole game, who knows what? He's a good player. He got way better. He wasn't this good in New Orleans. Damn. Look at him giving Trent Williams all he can take. Is this where he gets hurt? I think
it's going to be right in this area. Yeah,
I think that's it. I'm not sure. Anyway, let's play Jimmy.
Yeah, gain of 1 there, and then they get the little screen, and this is a nice little one, but they get the hold on Jennings. Again, that's a little screen. Just they're using the receivers as running backs here. This is kind of like the Jimmy Gimme stuff.
Yeah.
Last year, right?
Right.
With a lot of these early down throws and first and second down.
Right.
They're packing in on the running game, so we're going to beat you on the outside. They're doing a nice job of it. It's just that they're kind of.
Well, the Niners are always at their best when they get their ball carriers on the perimeter. So just 8,000 different ways to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's going to hit. He's going to hit Hasty on this one. Let's see if anybody else is open downfield, though.
Yeah, it's like, is Deebo open or is that guy just reacting to a quick throw, right? Like, kind of just reacting.
Yeah, I don't think it. But I think he's getting the ball out because he's getting pressure right here.
Right. Ayuk technically is open, but he's got pressure.
Where's Ayuk? Is he the one at the top of the screen?
Yeah.
Okay.
But you got 65 bearing down on him. Although, Brunskill over here picked it up at the last second. But you can't really expect that. Let's see. Ayuk. I mean, but 24 is, again, reacting to the early throw. Hard to say.
Let's see where he is.
It would take a while for him to get open. The ball's already out of his hand. So, like, when Jimmy makes this throw.
Yeah, in order to make that throw, he's going to have to throw it keep right about now, which I think would be open.
Yeah.
It's
possible. Yeah. But, yeah. Bang, bang. Plus, you're winning. And you've been told, don't turn the ball over. We win if you don't turn the ball over. Okay.
Yeah, don't force it if you don't.
Don't force it. Okay. You don't have to. Jermichael.
This next one's this was the deep shot you were talking about. That's why I was asking, because he throws this one about 50 yards in the air. It's about as far as I've ever seen Garoppolo throw the ball.
Yeah.
But it comes out late, and the reason it comes out late is because he's reading down here. He knows he's got the deep route, but I think he's waiting to see if 22 is going to be dropping into it. And as soon as you see what I'm saying there?
Yeah.
You time it up, and so I think that's why the ball comes out late. He just doesn't have the arm strength to make this throw.
He's reading 22.
Yeah, he's reading because he's 22's the deep guy that can hurt him right here because they have a single high safety. The corners are dropping. If that corner keeps dropping back into his deep third zone, he's not going to be able to throw the ball there. And then, but as soon as he sees 22 sit down, he throws it.
You really need Russell Wilson for this one.
Yeah,
you need someone with a freaking cannon.
And this is one where I think this is like a Trey Lance play, right? Where I think Lance is going to be able to get the ball out there.
I agree. And what's funny was like I'm at the game and I notice what is this? Is this first down? 3rd and 15. Okay, and I notice Travis Benjamin runs into the huddle and takes out Deebo, and Deebo's like totally confused. Like, are you serious? So I'm like, what the hell is going on? And the fact that they called a play specifically for Travis Benjamin on 3rd and 15, it's like, okay, I get it. He's your fastest guy. Well, why don't you put in Lance too, man? Like, I'm just saying, if you're just calling one play for one guy, can't you do it with the quarterback too? Because really, Jimmy's great, but that's not his game right here.
Right.
It's not his game.
No, it's not.
He's not great, but he's good. But this isn't his game.
Yeah. No. In order to hit this ball, he needs to throw it. He needs to throw it right now.
Yeah,
and he's still hitching to throw, and that hitch and everything is really makes that pass look like the throw to Sanders against New Orleans. I mean, the ball still hits him in the chest. It still should have been caught.
It should have.
But if he gets it out, he needs to take that extra hitch in order to really step in and try to drive it. That's about as far as Garoppolo's going to throw the ball.
Right. If he double hitches, true, right? So he goes back one.
He sees it right.
3 crow hops, really.
Yeah. He's reading it, and then watch. It's open.
Boom. Pretty much as far as he could throw the ball.
Yeah, because on that second hop is when the ball had to come out.
Yeah.
And he holds it to the third one, and now the ball's late. That's how minor the difference is between it being really late and on time.
But it's an interesting play design because clearly Kyle anticipated 22 having eyes on 11 and losing track of Travis Benjamin because it's Travis Benjamin. I'm thinking if Travis Benjamin comes into the play late on 3rd and 15, it's going to him. But the Bengals don't notice, and boom, he's gone. If it would have been Deebo, he probably would have drawn more. Probably wouldn't have been open.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Anyway, good call by Kyle.
If 22 does what he's supposed to do, nobody's open because they've got the end cut covered.
Good call.
But then they get the lucky bounce again on the fumble, and here we go.
Here we go. Fumble number 2. That was great. Loved it. Okay.
Yeah, just checks it down here to Hasty.
Yep.
I didn't really see anything else, where else to go with the ball than checking it down right there.
Okay.
This is going to be the incomplete on the throw to Ayuk over here on the left side.
Oh yeah, this was a weak throw. This was one of the uglier throws of the game for Jimmy.
Yeah, and he's kind of got him open a little bit. It's tough because, again, we've seen this before with him. Part of the problem is you've got watch Tomlinson is in his face when the ball's coming out, so he's got to get it up and over him.
Yeah. Right. So he's like kind of fading away.
Yeah, he's not able to step into it, so he's kind of falling back, and the ball just sails. And he's fortunate that it's as high as it was, because he's open right now if he could drive it to him, but he just can't step into it.
Yeah, that's true. So interesting.
And it's an ugly throw. I mean, I agree. It's a bad. But it's a little bit of the pressure there, and then a bad throw by Garoppolo. Those are your 2 problems.
Right. And like the difference between a quarterback like him and like an elite quarterback, a truly elite quarterback, is like Mahomes here. I don't think he would throw that pass. If he doesn't have the room for it, just back out, extend the play, make something happen, scramble. You know what I mean? But that's not Jimmy, and that's okay. that we didn't learn anything new about Jimmy there, but that's just, I guess that's my issue with him is like at 27 million, like make a play, but that's not his game. He's not a playmaker.
Rewind it to the beginning of the play one more time, and let's just watch because I want to see because watch he's reading left. He's looking to the left side.
You got Deebo,
and he's to Ayuk, and so I think if he's looking to the left side, this ball should maybe this ball should even come out to Jermichael Hasty. It's on the left side. Yeah. I'm not sure what the progression was. I'm not sure if it's 1-2.
Yeah, Hasty might be able to get to the first down marker.
Yeah,
Deebo's pretty close too. I think Deebo could probably get it and turn upfield.
Deebo's on the top on the right, correct?
True. Yeah.
Yeah. So if I would just because he's reading the side, I say okay, he's going to get Ayuk open, but look at the room if he gets the dump off over here.
Yeah, it's true. Good call. He could have went there early and given Hasty a chance to make a guy miss, break a tackle, get upfield.
Yeah, and it's a situation again. First and second and 7. Early second and 7. Just take what they're giving to you. They're giving you the dump off. There's no reason to kind of force this ball in there.
Good call. Okay, 3rd and 7. This is again the third key mistake of the game for the Bengals, right?
Yes, it is.
Yes,
absolutely. This is a nice.
I was already writing in my notebook, and I was like, "Wait, hold on, what happened? Wait, you said what?" But I was like, at the same time, yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah, and
so they triple cover Kittle. The ball just gets tipped, and then Von Miller gets it, and Von Pelt points at Alex Mack. Boom.
Yeah,
they don't play that. They don't play that shit in Cincinnati. Sorry.
I know people don't like these taunting penalties, but it's really simple not to get a taunting penalty against you.
Don't do that.
Just don't point at the guy. I mean,
don't do that.
Because that's what we're seeing.
No,
right?
no,
we're mostly seeing.
I'm not quibbling with the call at all.
No,
dude,
I understand you're not.
What are you doing?
Yeah, no, I understand you're not.
You're losing. Second of all, you've never even said a word to Alex Mack. Who is he to you? Just get off the field. What are you doing, dude?
Yeah, go back to the start of this play again because I want to see it one more time from the L22 because they're going to rob this, aren't they? Yeah.
Yeah.
And
yeah. Watch that safety. 24, whatever his name is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Bell comes down hard. Boom. What about Samuel though?
Yeah, because that's what I'm saying. This is one of those things. It's all right in the middle of the field. He's staring at the middle of the field at 85. He's staring down Kittle. That's where he wants to go. He needs to get his eyes. People keep asking, why is he having the problems with the robber?
Yeah.
Why is he's not seeing the safeties pre-snap. He's not getting his eyes as soon as he gets a snap. He's not keeping his eyes on the safeties to see where they're going. Right. He's just going. He never sees them rotate. Right.
He's going to a receiver. He's focused on He's focused on his guys, not their guys.
Yeah, because if he's able to get his eyes on the safeties right away, he's going to see the guy coming down, and this should be an automatic to Samuel now.
Yeah.
Know that it's coming, and you can put the ball up down the middle of the field and let him run to it right there.
Sheesh.
And so that's a problem with I don't know if it's all Garoppolo or if some of it's because of the way that they teach the offense. That's one of the things I don't know.
Darius has a question. He says, why don't Jimmy Garoppolo put in work in the offseason to be better? We have no idea what Jimmy Garoppolo does in the offseason. He's off the grid. We really don't.
He's not.
He goes off the grid. No.
The only time we see him is if he's dating somebody.
That's not even. He hasn't done in like 3 years. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's not even him putting it out there.
Ever since that happened, he's pretty much made his private life 100% private.
Yeah.
Which I respect. Hard to do as a quarterback.
But the good thing about this, as bad as the read was, the fact that he gets the ball out here saves the 49ers here, and regardless of the stupid penalty, but he saves them the field position for a field goal attempt if 24 doesn't point him out.
Good point. Alex Mack kind of draws that penalty too by going in like he's going to tackle him, like kind of keeping the play alive. And he kind of points at him too, like he's going to poke the ball out. Beautiful. Hey, Alex Mack, underrated play. He drew the penalty.
Hey, that's a veteran move, right? Last week last week on our show, we talked about Alex Mack with the bad snap because he realized it was a horrible call to bail out the offense, and he does it again here. Alex Mack, offensive MVP.
Yeah, he doesn't get that. He drew that because the two muff punts were straight up unforced errors. There's nothing the Niners did to force that. Well, although Mitch Wishnowsky gets some credit for the knuckle. It was the knuckle puck. I think it was the knuckle puck that he's kicking. But they get credit for recovering the punt. That was mind games. I love that. That was like basketball. You ever see basketball?
Yes.
That was mind games right there.
Yeah. So
underrated movie, by the way.
It is. It's a good one.
It's a good one. If you're younger than 33, you probably don't know what I'm talking about. Okay.
No.
Now this was nice. I gotta say, was this the nicest throw of the game for Jimmy? Might have been. Falling away, second read, keeps his feet alive for a change. Look at him.
It's one of the nicer completions. He's trying to get this, but he's really sticking on the right side. He's got the, I guess, smash, whatever you want to call that route by Ayuk there, and he's got the overcoming from Samuel. That's where he's really trying to get to, is that over route by Samuel. They do a good job hanging there. And then he does a good job of coming across. And when you watch it from the end zone view, I really liked how compact he is in the pocket. He's set, ready to throw to the right. You can see him step, his next step is to the middle, and then it's left, and the ball comes out. Boom.
I like how he keeps his feet alive.
Yeah, that's the people call him jittery and all that kind of stuff, but that's the,
No, I like that. To me, I don't like when he just plants his feet. Sometimes he does that, and I'm like, what? This is great. Keep your feet moving. I mean, Garcia did that. Manning did that.
I'm not saying I'm talking about some of the other folks, because you see him get there, and he's got to keep his feet moving, so it makes it easier to throw. And he does a good job there. He's solid. His base is solid. Shanahan talks a lot about the footwork of quarterbacks being so important to watch his footwork here. It's actually pretty good.
This is great. He should do this all the time. This is what I want to see, and he can do it. I don't understand why he does that stuff. I blame Rich Gangarello, man. Don't let him do that. You're the coach. You see that stuff. Have a higher. Make it a point of emphasis, because he does it right. He can do it right. He's showing it right here. Be better.
That's both touchdowns the 49ers score are similar, right? And that they're right in that same corner of the end zone, and the guy who's diving across at the end. But this is the opening play of the second half. And what a play by Deebo.
What a catch. Because that's a dangerous throw too. But honestly, I understand why you would do it, because you trust Deebo. It's Deebo.
Yeah, he's putting the ball in the hole, and then Deebo Samuel just does a really good job of attacking the football when it's in the air. That's what you really like about him here.
He's got to get more than one target a game, man. I mean, he's an excellent running back, but he's averaging about 18 yards a catch. Look at that. Phenomenal.
Yep. And that's the second time on first down in the game where they've had explosive plays on first down on the pass. They had the one by Ayuk on the little slant, and then this one. That's a really nice opening to the second half. Just a dagger with it. Come right. Just right. Look at that. Really nice.
I want to say it is a great throw, and it's a great catch and an accurate throw. What do you think? Let's give Ayuk some props. First of all, Ayuk open. What do you think? Was 22 reacting because the ball came to him, or should the ball have gone to Ayuk? What do you think?
I'm not sure.
I mean, either way, it's a big play, but Ayuk is open. Anyway, good job, Ayuk.
Yeah.
Ayuk's generally open. I'm glad, too, because I gave him a lot of praise. I don't want to be wrong. I hate being wrong. Okay. All right, here we go. A lot of backups on the field for this play, so you're figuring run, and it is. See, that Jeff Wilson Jr.'s back. It just took him about a month. I think he's back. It's like the old Jeff.
Yeah, well, you notice also how when they get these explosive plays in the pass game on first down, then the next couple of plays they're able to run the ball well on first down.
Yep.
It's crazy how that happens.
Funny how that happens. Yeah, all of a sudden the defense on their heels.
Mm-hmm. And we saw the same thing. We saw that work against the 49ers when 28, Mixon finally was able to break off that one run, and that kind of is what set the 49ers defense on their heels late in the second half, the fourth quarter.
Good call.
And then set up a 3rd and 1 after this little run here, just runs into the pile. But that's a really nice run. That's a really nice gain of 3 when you
it is hell of a gain of 3. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of a Elijah Mitchell, like run into someone's back, boom, but then find some daylight. Love that.
Just keep climbing.
That was great. I'd love to see the old Jeff Wilson Jr., one of my favorite players in the team. Love to see him back. I think it's him changing to 22. I'm thrown off.
There you go.
Oh,
this is perfection.
This is the best play in there. They should do this every play. They should come out next game just to troll. First play, get like 6 yards on it. You know what I mean? I bet they could.
If a team comes out in like a regular
First play.
4-man front, why not, right? I mean,
Why not?
you could
Right?
probably do it, but
Get 6 yards. Yeah.
in the 3rd and 1 situation, I don't know why they don't do it all the time because it's always there for them. They've shown that they're
Always.
very good at it.
Yeah, absolutely. I remember in Seattle when they did the zone read. It's like, wow, come on, go to your bread and butter. Okay, let's go.
Look at the front here; they're all tight box and just an easy little throw from Garoppolo.
RPO. Would you call it an RPO?
Yeah, it's an RPO.
Yeah. Nice.
It's like that's almost like that's like a high school, Y pop pass.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. And then George Kittle just dragged like he's a high school senior carrying high school freshman on his back. Voice ad agency says conspiracy theory: Deebo on pace for 2,000-yard season and then gets lost at running back. Are Niners trying to lower that new contract? I said that after the Jacksonville game. I wouldn't put it past him. It seems like something they would kind of try to do, but as Jack pointed out, they do need his explosion at running back. It's kind of they need it.
Yeah. Well, then they've been running.
They're at the 21. They're trying to get him again at the running back here.
Yeah, they're doing a good job throwing on first down, and then they decide that they're going to try to. This just isn't there for him this week. Look at all the guys that are there. Cincinnati just doing a very good job on defense.
Yeah, because as good as Deebo is, I don't think they run a ton of plays with him at running back. So I think if you're doing your homework, you should pretty much see the 3 or 4 concepts that they run with him and be prepared for it. Now, it doesn't mean you're prepared for his speed and physicality, but for the concepts, you should be dialed in.
Yeah, they're going to have to come out with some things where they're utilizing him out of the backfield.
As a receiver.
Yes, on play actions and stuff like that, where maybe he's back there with Juszczyk and they do something where they fake it to Juszczyk and sneak him out somewhere, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then this is just an ugly screen. I don't think Wilson even is looking for the ball. Let's see what happens. See, he gets up.
Yeah. It's like nowhere to go.
I don't know what he's doing there. He just kind of gets caught.
He's like, I'm blocking. Wait, no, I'm the receiver.
Yeah.
It's like, oh wait, I'm the intended receiver.
Yeah, that's just that's a cluster.
I like voice ad agency's conspiracy theory though. It definitely holds water. I don't know if it's correct. Now we go back to Kittle. 37, really good coverage from 37 there. It's like, please don't beat me deep. Please don't beat me deep. Please don't beat me deep. It's just me and you. Okay, great. Okay.
Yeah, look at that coverage. They're playing everybody's tight. It looks like they're playing some kind of a man.
Yeah, 37 is not very confident in this situation. No safety help. Kittle. I mean, he doesn't even have a name. He's just 37. Yeah. I'm just 37 out here. I don't know, guys. What do you expect?
Yeah, Garoppolo knows where he's going to go with this one pretty quick because
he's no dummy.
Garoppolo.
It's George Kittle. George Kittle's been taking over the game at this point. I mean, it's pretty clear. He looks so tired. He's like, oh god, got like 6 more catches to make. Get my little signature little thing. All right, here we go.
I'm gonna go back to Deebo here again in the middle. There's just nowhere to run.
No.
This is that little play they were running against Jacksonville, and they had success against Jacksonville. But there's too many guys in the box, and they're not getting guys out of position on the defense for them to beat them because they're just running the bare front, aren't they?
Yeah. Again, I bet if you went back the last 4 or 5 weeks and charted all the runs for Deebo Samuel, would count 3 or 4 concepts. Probably at this point, the surprise is gone. Teams are prepared, and for the Niners going to need some new wrinkles, like you said, play action, screens, something new with Deebo back there because it works. It's just you got to do something new.
Yeah, and the Cincinnati defense has been pretty darn good this year. They really have.
Yeah, especially against the run.
Mm-hmm. This was a perfect pass, and this needs to be a touchdown.
Yeah.
He can't put that ball. He can't put a ball in a better spot on the out route like that with that coverage that he's got on him. He puts it right on him, and Ayuk's got to be able to reach out with his hands and get his feet down and know where the rest of his body is.
Yeah. They got to really pan out quicker. NFL, like, what are we paying you for? What was that? It's terrible camera.
The end zone view is to watch the lineman. Come on, Grant.
Fair, that's true. You're right. But it would have been nice to actually get a good view of like the drop. Yeah,
it would have been. Well, he catches it, but it would have been a good view to. He just he catches it, right? He just doesn't get his feet down. But this is the one everybody gets up in arms about with Juszczyk. And let's see.
I want to get up in arms. Let's get up in arms. Okay, so Yeah, I see what you're saying. Like,
See, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I see what you're saying. There's also dude. No, that's pretty much him.
The only,
Yep.
yeah, I think he's got 57 kind of, that's, I don't know. He
Yeah.
needs to, I would say that he, with knowing he ends up throwing a much tougher pass to Juszczyk at the end.
Yeah.
Right. And I think this is one where I don't know why he doesn't, he's got Juszczyk there. Juszczyk's kind of still sliding into 57. 57 looks like he's going to be able to drive on it, but throw it to the back shoulder of Juszczyk and let him, either make a play or it's going to drop incomplete.
Right. Like, you'd like to see Juszczyk settle in that hole quicker.
Right
now.
Right. Yeah.
Stop running.
He needs to just throw that to his left side, his left shoulder, right? That's the inside shoulder. Because then even if he doesn't catch it, it's just gonna fly by him, and there's nobody there.
Yeah, watch it again. It's a better angle.
Is he looking at Juszczyk though, or is he looking outside of him when he comes back to the middle? It's hard to tell.
It's hard to tell because there's a goalpost right there, but it looks like he's not looking at Juszczyk.
Watch it. Now he's not right there. Yeah, but he's going to keep coming across. He keeps coming across. He actually doesn't look to Juszczyk. He moves his eyes past him. It looks like. Watch. See? Well, yeah. He starts.
The way I look at it, real quick, tell me if you agree. I think he looks at him here, but Juszczyk's not looking at him, so he's like, he gives up on him.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
And now he looks away from him, and Juszczyk's looking back. So they just weren't on the same page. It's like missed glances at a bar. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Guy looks over, girl looks away.
Misses the
just
date.
Missed each other. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, he probably should have had that one. But, I mean, at the same time, he's looking like, am I going to throw it to the guy who's not looking at me? I understand. But, like, he looks off him quick.
Because then when he starts, like, right there, I don't think he's looking at him right there when he starts to move.
Yeah.
And then when he comes back to him, now he's got 49 kind of there and 57's closer. It's just a big mess. But
yeah. Okay, so we missed him on the initial window. But they're still up 20-6. I understand. He's really trying not to force the ball anywhere. They're up 14. Okay.
That'd be a funny one, right? Here's the deal, right? With Jimmy Garoppolo. Jimmy Garoppolo makes that throw or tries to make that throw, and let's say that ball bounces off of Kyle Juszczyk.
Right, exactly. Then that's Jimmy's fault.
Yeah, and so
100%.
But I can understand wanting to make that throw and needing to get there.
To me, it's like, at $27 million, you can nitpick everything on a quarterback because you're supposed to be the best. If he were making 17, be like, well, I mean, you should be happy with what you're getting, right? It's all relative. He's very similar to Mac Jones, but Mac Jones is way cheaper. So exactly. Mac Jones is, you know what I mean? Like, Mac Jones is like great, and this guy's a disappointment when really they're the same quarterback. Julio says, Grant, what up, man? Shout out to Jack. I love the aforementioned theory. I got one. How about trading him for 2 first-rounders, financially speaking? Hey, if Deebo's worth 2 first-rounders, you'd at least think about it, man.
Yeah, you'd think about it. You think.
I know it's not. I was talking about this with Josh Dubow a lot too. Like, he doesn't want to trade Deebo, and he's like, dude, like, what is that going to do for your quarterback? What's that going to do for Trey Lance? I mean, really? I mean, would the Chiefs trade Tyreek Hill or Travis? No, they wouldn't.
Yeah, no, the 49ers would be better off when you talk about financially speaking. If we want to just kind of answer that question real quick, 2 things that they could do is moving on from Garoppolo is going to save them a lot of money. The other one that's going to save them a lot of money is if they get rid of Eric Armstead, because Eric Armstead reduces their responsibility to him if they release him to about $5 million instead of 20. So it would save them about $15 to $16 million on the cap next year.
Really?
Yeah.
Do that.
If they do it as a post June 1 cut, yes. Same thing with D Ford. If they do a post June 1st cut on D Ford, they save $7 million on the cap. He only accounts for $4.9 million next year if they do that. So that's, the restructure deal. That's what I think they were trying to do, is get it to where they can get rid of them, because you got to remember in 2023 is when the cap's going to go way up. So some of these post June deals might help them out getting underneath the cap for next year, and then they'll just take the hit when the cap's going to be escalated anyway.
Dude,
we'll see.
Eric Armstead this year has 3 sacks and 5 quarterback hits. He's terrible. Hold on real quick. Do you know what Solomon Thomas's numbers are?
I think he has 4 sacks too, correct?
He has 3.5 and like 11 quarterback hits. Like,
yeah.
What? So he's good. He's not Solomon Thomas good, but he's good. Come on. I mean, wow. Yeah, no, I'm with you. Cut him.
The 49ers. he's the 49ers defense has been better since they moved him inside.
Yes.
But he's not worth $20 million to play defensive
No,
tackle. If you're gonna pay a defensive tackle $20 million on your salary cap, you should have just kept DeForest Buckner and paid him $23 million.
And look, I've heard eloquent arguments on why the Niners shouldn't have signed Buckner. Like Vish still to this day says the Niners shouldn't have signed Buckner. There is no way you can argue that the Niners were right to give Armstead what they gave him. He was not worth it.
Not even.
No way. Now, I mean, it allowed them to keep Ward. Ward is worth the contract they pay him. Armstead is not worth the contract they pay. And I think Buckner's worth the money that Indianapolis pays him, frankly.
Yeah, well, and the 49ers could have made the same deal. They really could have.
Explain that real quick. Explain that real quick, because I've seen you tweet about it a lot.
Well, I mean, everybody looks at it and they look at the cap hit and they say, there's no way the 49ers could have done that and vice whatever. But the numbers between him and Armstead are very similar. There's only a little over $3 million difference per year between the two. Yeah. And the reason that Indianapolis did it the way they did in terms of their cap hits was because they had the cap space. So they threw everything in the front end of it. But the guaranteed money and all that kind of stuff was not that far off from what they did with Armstead, what the 49ers did with Armstead. It was just a matter of they would have had to restructure, because he had that 5th-year option. So that 5th-year option really was kind of some of his guaranteed money when he was over in
Julio says, thanks, Jack, for that information. In that case, I retract my previous statement. Get rid of Armstead. Ford, Jimmy, financially speaking, say no more. Yeah, I mean, Armstead and Ford shouldn't be here, but unfortunately, getting rid of Ford doesn't save the Niners. I guess if it's post-June 1. I have to look at maybe they're going to make a bunch of post-June 1 moves.
Possibly. Yeah, that's not their MO, but I think they might have to do that.
Have to
with where they are.
Yeah, Mike H says, what is the most favorable first-round playoff matchup for the 49ers? Dallas, they're not going to get that. I think it's probably Green Bay, since the Niners have had some success. They haven't played Tampa with Tom Brady. That's a scary one, too. I'd rather face Aaron Rodgers in the playoffs than Brady.
I kind of want to see him go to Arizona. I'm not afraid of
Arizona's not a lock for the first seed. It's a good point.
It's
hard for a team to beat you 3 times in one season.
Yeah, it's hard for you to beat them 3 times. The 49ers, I know how bad that second game looked, but there was a lot of stuff going on in that game. And the first game, they were right there. I think if Garoppolo had played the first game, they probably win that one.
I don't know about that, but I see what you're saying. It's been closer than it's been pretty close.
Yeah, well, in the second game, they moved the ball up and down the field on them early on, and you had the 2 fumbles. That's part of it. I don't. The whole deal in that first game was you had the pick, and they were not good in short yardage situations. They moved the ball, but they just weren't good in the short yardage situations in that game. They killed them.
There was a lot of pressure, though. I mean, J.J. Watt was all over McGlinchey in that game. That would have been a tough one for Jimmy.
It was. It made their running game rough.
Yeah. That's the thing. Like Arizona's had a really good way of. Vance Joseph has done a good job of getting Kyle to just give up on his run game. If they played a third time, I would imagine Kyle would not do that, even though he's given a million explanations and why he had to. Well, no, let's keep going because I got to leave at around 3:40. Mike H says, "What is the most favorable first round?" Oh, sorry, we did that. I'm sorry, I'm tripping. Let's keep going. Boom. All right, because we have some more. We have a lot more to watch.
Yeah, where are we? We got all off track. We got stuck on the throw to Deebo, right?
Yeah, here we go.
Yeah, so
okay.
You get that throw to explosive play, and then you had that 6-yard run. I don't know what down we're on for. Well, no, wait, we're on. Where are we?
26, third quarter. Did we go too far? Yeah, we're good.
No, we're good.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
Second down.
First and 10.
All right.
And this is where they've got the 14-point lead, and so they kind of go away from what's been working for them throughout the game, which is their passing on first down, and they're starting to run now on first down instead.
Into a good run defense and struggling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, good point.
And then they flip it over, but they do a good job here because they do pick up they do end up picking up the first down. This is one of Deebo's probably his second best run of the game, right?
Yeah, he could have lost a lot of yards on that. 21 almost gets him.
Yeah, that's a really nice run from him on 3rd and 2. And then that just sets up Garoppolo. This is the worst play of the game for Garoppolo. He's got this. They're running. They do this a lot where they keep running this corner post, and that's what they're going to try to hit here. I'm pretty sure. Let's see. They're going to try to hit the corner post to 85. It's covered, but he's got Ayuk on the crosser, and he just drops the ball and he gets a sack. Kills the drive. It's awful.
Yeah.
Strip, like you said, he strip stacks himself, and it's right.
Yeah.
I don't know how you drop the ball here. He starts to unless he's going to pat it, and it just slips out of his hand.
I mean, I'm just gonna say there were a lot of unforced fumbles in this game. He wasn't the first person. He wasn't the only person to do something like this, but it's a bad look. I mean, look at this. But he wasn't the only one who did this on this field in this game. I'm just gonna give him that. But
but that kills the drive for him there.
11, boom. Yeah, you dropped the ball. Okay. You know, it's not as bad. Remember Brian Hoyer threw the ball backwards one time?
Yeah. Well, yeah. We've had Garoppolo throw it backwards too against Green Bay, but
that's a good point. Yeah, that's a good point. Hey, well, you know.
All right.
Sorry, so if you give Garoppolo a second chance, he will kill you. If you give him 2 chances, boom,
maybe 3.
Now that was a crazy catch. Did he catch this?
He does. Yeah, it's a catch for a gain of 9.
Oh, that is a nice catch. He had to go out and get it. Wow, nice.
Yeah.
Kittle. Ooh, man, guy's good.
That was a really nice one.
Yeah, Kittle's like, oh, you're killing me, Jimmy. You're killing me, Jimmy. All right, 3rd and 11.
Yeah, they get the sack here. Let's see what happens. Yeah, just Compton too fast.
Compton, yeah, right around the edge.
Yeah, 94 just right around him. Look at the hand into his chest. Runs by him, forces him up into the pressure of coming up the middle.
Front skill getting moved back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the 49ers just don't have that. They don't give the quarterback much room to step up into the pocket very often.
Good point. I mean, just 60 and 66 are so bad in pass protection. They're just so bad. So bad.
Yeah.
Dude,
it's rough.
Awful.
Rough.
Yeah. Okay. That one's not on. I mean, I don't think that one's on Jimmy. Is there some quick outlet that he can get the ball to? Hold on. Let me just look real quick. They rush 5. Is there a quick? I mean, the running back, the 85. Can you get the ball to 85? Does he have?
He can't get out because let's see. If he's going to get the ball to 85, he's got to throw it.
It's a strip sack. That's a strip sack if he tries to throw that, right?
I think so. Right there, but I don't know if you want to do that.
He's looking at Sherfield, but again, no, it's just terrible. What a really bad offense. I think Lance would probably get sacked here too.
There's just nowhere to step up.
No. Okay, moving to his left. This started working for them. Rolling out to the left.
They've been doing that a lot, where we've seen them a lot on first down play action, getting the
Jimmy's good at it too, flipping his hips. He's good at throwing while rolling to his left. These aren't hard throws either. I mean, it's a hard throw in the sense that you're rolling to your left, but it's a quick one. Nice little, nice.
No, it's really not that hard if you can kind of you just got to get your shoulder turned around.
Yeah.
If you can get your shoulder turned around, it's actually an easier throw because the throwing motion is going to force you to open up and get.
Yeah, exactly. I like that. Yep. I mean, it's a lot like the shortstop getting the ball in the hole and throwing to first base.
Yeah.
Just moving that direction.
And then they'll toss here again. First down, they're up. I don't really like this. I'd rather see them kind of go back and do what they just did. Instead, they're going to run the toss, and it just
which hasn't worked really on first down at all in this game.
No, they're getting more people there.
Because Cincinnati's whole thing is we're not going to let you run on first down. That's
they basically said we're gonna make Jimmy Garoppolo. We're gonna stop your run. We're gonna make Jimmy Garoppolo beat us. We're gonna take away most of your running game.
And that's really what you have to do against the 49ers. If you don't do that, and the Rams never do that, then you lose. And even if you do that, you might win. You might lose too, as the Bengals did in this game. But give yourself a better chance.
Yeah, you do.
And it's mostly because of the offensive line. Honestly, this offensive line is no good.
Yeah, and this is
we said all offseason, don't pay Trent. Spread that money around. We were right. Trent's having a great year. Still a bad offensive line. Hate to point out that I'm right, but that's why we said that.
Yeah, this should be a touchdown right here.
I didn't see this. I didn't see this in Cincinnati. Damn.
The safety. He's not seeing the safeties, and so he throws the underneath route. The read on this is Kittle's actually the number 1 receiver on this route. And so that's what this is telling me is he's just not getting his and Ayuk is the alert. So it's supposed to go to Kittle unless you see the safety step down. If the safety steps down, then you hit the deep route. the deep
That's
route.
what it's there for, right? That's what it's freaking there for.
Yeah, and so he hits number one because number one's open. But he doesn't see the safety step down, so he doesn't see the alert.
I didn't see this during the game. Wow, my goodness.
Yeah, and that's again, this is where when people talk about the issues that Garoppolo's having, he doesn't get his eyes onto the safety because he's looking at people.
Yes,
I mean, when I'm saying people, he's looking for his receivers, not for the defense.
But it's a dangerous throw too high. And something with Jimmy when he throws the ball more than 10 yards down the line of scrimmage, his accuracy is a little scattershot. He'll hit some beautiful throws, as we saw the one that Kittle down the sideline, but that's when you start to see the high stuff. Boom.
Yeah. So that should have been a deep shot to Deebo Samuel. And then they sack him here on 3rd and 9.
Okay, let's see if there's something he could do. Where they rush 4. Ball should probably come out, but no one's really open. Definitely ain't. Don't throw to Jennings or robbing that. It's interesting to see how all these teams are starting to do the same thing, right? Boom.
There's nobody open.
No one's open.
There's nobody open. They're robbing. They're robbing with the safety. It's going to be interesting to see what Shanahan does in the next couple of weeks because the teams are going to keep doing this and they're going to keep giving you single high safety looks out of cover 2, and they're going to have to get. He's going to have something where Garoppolo's going to need to kind of know what's coming. Does that make sense?
Right. Yeah, because I mean, like honestly, when Jimmy throws the pick, it's to this safety coming down, right? That's
those over the middle picks most of the time. Yeah, that's what
those are the ones. Yeah. So, and I think it's as much Kyle's tendency as Jimmy's. I mean, where it's a tendency of the Niners offense.
Yeah, they're going to try. You're right.
That's their go-to. Yeah, you got to know.
That one right there though. There's nobody open. That one's
who gave up the sack though? I just want to see. Is it Compton again? Oh, Compton, dude. Thomas. What? And 60. Yes, I mean, 60 C's like, wait, we got to pass this off. Compton's like, I'm not blocking anyone. It's up to you.
I'm not in position.
This is 100% on you, Daniel. Sorry, dude. Ooh, okay.
Yeah. So it's rough. It's rough protection. There's nobody open downfield, and I think they've got to stop. So I think this is
nice run. Love it. Jeff Wilson Jr.
It's 20-13 at this point, correct?
Yeah. Okay. Oh, I don't know. Good point. I guess it's not a first down.
It is.
First and 10. First and 10.
Yep.
And it's just 20-13. Yes. 1st and 10. Nice cut. Doesn't run in the back of his blockers.
Yeah, he's definitely looking better, which is funny considering he had a little bit of a knee thing at the beginning of the week.
Yeah, I mean, the Niners really didn't miss Elijah Mitchell in this game other than, like, his volume of carries. But I don't know that he would have done any better. He probably would have averaged 3 yards a carry in this game.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Like, Wilson has some tough yards here.
That's a really nice run.
It's a nice cut. He had a good game. I really think they could have found ways to give him the ball more. I mean, I know it didn't bite him until the very end with passing, but 5 sacks, 1 drop pick. Keep feeding him. If it's not working on first, do it on second. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
All right, 10 minutes left. Are we in the 4th quarter? Where are we at?
Fast forward a little bit. Let's get to this is another running play. Let's get to the
sure.
They're going to stop him for 2. Just run up the middle.
Yep.
This is a sack. It's 2nd and 8. They're going to get a sack.
This I thought was a bad call on Kyle Shanahan's part. I circled this in my notebook. 3:29 left. 2nd and 8. Up 7. I think the job here is to run the ball. I mean, call me crazy, but the reason you don't throw here is because something bad could happen on second. You don't have to throw. I'm just saying. Anyway, let's see how they execute. Play action. Tries to step up in the pocket and runs into. What do you think?
There's nobody open. They're just running those deep curl routes that they like to run, but they've got them well covered. Yeah, no, I mean I
would run the ball. I would run the ball here, but I know it's easy to say in hindsight, but I just feel like 2nd and 8 in this situation.
Well, I think what you would want to do instead of they're kind of expecting Cincinnati to expect them to run, right?
Sure.
So maybe instead of this, what you've seen work for you,
play action roll out left. Dump
is
off.
your play action to roll out one way or the other, right? Something like that, or a play action in a screen. Just
I'm with you. Because again, if you're not going to run, just something high percentage, right?
Correct. A high percentage throw to keep the clock running. I mean, the sack helps them keep the clock running too, but you lose yards where, it makes it long.
And it kills the drive. It kills the drive. And it sets up the game tying drive for Cincinnati. I'm with you, though. And this was my same issue in the Super Bowl in Atlanta when Kyle wasn't here yet. And he was getting Matt Ryan sacked with a lead. It's like, okay, man, you don't want to run every time. You don't want to be predictable. Where are your high percentage quick throws? What you know what I'm saying? That's on the play caller anyway. Jimmy,
if he's got protection here, he can throw this ball to Ayuk, but he's getting too much. You see how Ayuk's open when he gets when we get to the top, but he just doesn't have the ability to sit in the pocket, right? Because by the time he hits the top, he's having to move because he's got a guy right in his face because Brunskill keeps getting beat.
Daniel Brunskill. Can we just watch Daniel Brunskill? Can you tell me how Daniel Brunskill can neutralize Aaron Donald, Daniel Brunskill makes Aaron Donald look like freaking Javon Kinlaw and makes every other player look like Aaron Donald. I don't get it. Yeah. He just saved it all for Aaron.
Because he would have had Ayuk there if he was open.
Daniel Brunskill wasn't freaking awful. Sorry, Daniel. Where's Ayuk?
Daniel.
Yeah, I apologize, but Ayuk was open.
Yeah, and then all right. Where are we here? Yeah, so this is the third. Yeah, so this is the 3rd and 10. This is a bad read by Garoppolo. This one on this route, the number one, the way that this progression goes is Samuel to Kittle. The ball's got to come out to Samuel. He's got him open. It's probably going to be a first down. I don't know how far he gets past that, but I think it'll be a first down.
Yeah, I saw this live. Samuel looked pretty open. I was sitting in the end zone to the left, and so I was sort of behind Jimmy and looked open to me.
Yeah, no, he's got him. That's a throw that we've seen them do, and he just doesn't look to the first guy on the route.
Yeah, I just think he wants to go to Kittle here.
Well, he has his head is staring down the whole way.
Also, remember what happened the last time he was on the right hash and he threw an out to the left? Maybe that's in his mind. Even though it's wide freaking open, and it was the coverage was way different on that play than this play. I don't know. I can't explain it because he's wide open. You got to throw that. Can't explain.
Yeah. It. The only other explanation that I could possibly have, and this is probably not true, would be that he was told to get it to Kittle because Kittle's going to be open and to keep the clock running. That's the only other reason that I can, because it helps them burn 40 seconds off.
And Kyle is one to do that, right? Like, I want you to go here. I want you to go here. He does that a lot. He'll even go to the refs and be like, "We're going here. Just watch this." He does that.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
You know what I mean? Like, hold on. You don't know where Jimmy's going to go. Jimmy's the one with the ball, not you. I miss old school football where the quarterback called the plays and he made the decisions. Now it's like, go here or I'm chewing you out when you come back to the sideline. Okay. Here we go. So now this is overtime? No, this is.
No, now we're getting into the final drive.
Oh, here we go. This is it.
Yeah.
This is bad. Jimmy is in this drive. Oh, good throw. Just destroyed. Is it Tom Compton's fault? Not really.
No, they don't. No, it's not his fault. They don't even block, and they don't even block the guy off the edge. Compton's got to take where he's going. You got to block inside first. I would say Huschek's got to get a shoulder, an elbow. Got to get something into that guy.
Fair. Anyway, nice throw while getting beaned. Nice catch. Okay.
Yeah, and then.
Okay.
First down.
Okay.
This was almost a game, another one of those game moments, right? That, oh man, so close to catching a fumble.
That would have been the second time he put the ball on the ground in the game too, huh?
Yes, it would have. So close. It's a bang play. Luckily, it's not a completion.
It's funny how you forget about these plays when they win. It's like, oh yeah, that happened. That happened. I totally forgot. But if they lost, we've been talking about this all week, right? Julian Jennings has to hold on to that freaking ball if they had called it.
Jennings and Garoppolo, and there are all kinds of things that would have been
It's
happening.
funny how this
the
game was
defense.
so fluky and went back and forth, but when the outcome comes a certain way, you just focus on one half, as you should. Anyway, it's fun to watch the tape and see all the other stuff that you forget. Okay.
Yeah, that was a really nice one.
Off his back foot, guy in his face, nice throw. Way to read the field.
Across the hash, almost to the outside of the numbers, taking that little bit deeper shot.
That's nice. Good. I mean,
hits him
right between the numbers. Good placement. Yeah. Not high. Love it. Because I really, when he goes down the field, usually the placement's off. So I like that. I want to give him credit for that. 28 seconds left, midfield. What happens? All you need is a field goal. You're about what? 20. Well, with Robbie Gould. Yeah, he's gonna miss this. I forgot what happened in this game.
He misses the field goal. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Robbie Gould. Oh yeah. Okay. So
this is incomplete. Pressure again, and he just tries to get underneath and just misses.
Now once again, they're robbing Kittle. Boom. You see Bates. Like you said, they give that cover 2 look, and then they drop the guy down, and boom. But Jimmy sees it.
Yeah, he sees it, and he's getting pressure at the same time, so he goes to his check down. And
should have caught the ball.
It looks like it should have been a catch, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think so. Catch that.
It's the one. This is a near pick. Again, he doesn't get
30. 30's up top, yeah.
So they kind of they're kind of showing you. They're kind of showing you pre-snap too, and.
Oh, boy. Okay, so let's see it from Jimmy's perspective. There's 30, and again, as you say, he's looking at people. That's a really good distinction.
I don't know how you don't.
Tries to look him off.
I don't know how you don't see 37 standing right in front of you at the snap. Especially out of the shotgun formation.
Right. There's 37. He's going to drop back, but that guy's going to replace him.
Well, even so, what that's showing you is it's a single high safety.
And, right. You see it, yeah. They switch places, but it's the same look pre and post snap.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's a single high safety there. It looks like they're going to maybe rotate into cover 2, but then right now that it's going to go. They're coming back.
Yeah. He's just reading you. Like he has no other people maybe in man-to-man coverage, but he's not. Yeah, he's just reading you, and boom.
See, because when you in this route combination that they're running here, his number 1 is to the left side, and then 2 is the back side, and so 1's covered, so he comes back to the back, and he's starting to throw it really before he really sees it. Boom, turns, and now he's looking over. He looks open, but because the safety's outside his peripheral vision, because he doesn't realize he's already sitting in the middle of the field.
Yeah. Oof. Can't go to Ayuk there. Better. I don't know who you just don't throw that. I don't know where. No one's really open, but throw to Kittle or something. Check
throw
it down.
In the ground.
Throw it in the ground. Yeah.
Throw it in the ground at Jennings right there.
Yeah. I agree. And it's like if you just look at where Bates is. It may or may not be a pick 6. It's hard to say. I mean, you would need Tom Compton is very fast.
He is kind of fast, actually.
Alex Mack can move too, so I don't know. But I mean, damn, that's a tough one. This is a bad one. And again, to me, I feel like if you're in a position where Jimmy throws or drops back 45 times, he's going to give you. I mean, most quarterbacks will, but he's going to give you one opportunity. And Jesse Bates, did this. But anyway.
Yeah, he's going to give you opportunities. I think, Burrow gave the 49ers opportunities. Kirk Cousins gave the 49ers opportunities.
Plenty.
So on and so forth. But, regardless, and this is the part, these 2 plays, this is Jimmy Garoppolo in a nutshell. Bad play, next play, I'm going to beat you. And he makes a really nice throw to Kittle.
It's true. That's the thing about Jimmy. If you drop this pick, you're going to lose, man. You give Jimmy a second chance, he's good enough to beat you. And he's shown that over and over and over again, except for the Super Bowl. But, yeah. Here we go.
Yeah, and he's not – that's just what a catch. And it's a good ball. What a catch, though, by 85 on the back end. He's got pressure. He's moving to his left. Can't put that ball – I don't think he can put that ball anywhere else. He's got to get it kind of over 24, doesn't he?
Let's see. It's a little high, but look, it's a little high. But
Look at that!
A
Look
little
at that catch!
It's
Holy
a phenomenal
moly!
catch. It's a phenomenal
Yeah.
catch. Great read, great catch. George Kittle's. I mean, paying him enough. I expect him to make that catch.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
And it's also like, it's not like would a better placed ball have led to yards after the catch? I think that's who cares. Would he have been able to run? Maybe he would have been able to run after the catch, but that would have been tough, and it would have been we're talking a difference of a couple of feet.
I think that's a hard ball to get into where he doesn't have to leave his feet to catch it.
I think you're right.
But
I think you're right. Anyway,
and then I know we got to get going, right?
I do. Yes. So let's finish up.
Well, just fast forward through these two plays because all they're doing is throwing the ball away.
Right. Okay.
It's funny, right?
This is it.
Yeah. Go ahead and just let it run. But I'm going to say this real quick. It's funny because the 49ers, I tweeted this out this morning, right? That the interception drop and then the 49ers go on to win this game. You know, it's 49ers quarterbacks have a history of doing this, right? Joe Montana in the Super Bowl to Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
How much difference is Joe Montana's legacy if he throws an interception to, I don't remember who the defensive back was, in that Super Bowl in the end zone? And then the next play.
I don't think I was alive at this point.
You weren't.
You weren't. You're talking. No.
Yeah, you're right. Come on, Grant. Pay attention.
I'm sorry, I just wasn't alive. It's my parents' fault.
But it's your fault for not paying attention to my Twitter.
I forgot that George Kittle had a false start in this drive. Oh man,
we just started to be picking on you.
Yeah.
All right. So let's go to this. This play though. This is what a catch by
Jennings.
Nice. You can't throw this ball into a better spot, and he makes a terrific catch. Because he's the only exactly. He's the only option available. The in route's covered up. You don't want to throw it to Samuel here. It's a back shoulder fade, puts it up where only his guy can get it, and Jennings just makes a great catch.
Great catch. Perfect. Also Compton and Brunskill. Compton gets beat, but then Brunskill has his back. Wow. Step brothers.
Yeah. For all of our beating up on him today.
Nice. I want to give them some props. They came through because Compton and Brunskill easily could have ruined this drive. It's what they ruined most of the second half, so they didn't ruin this drive. Good for them.
And then you get this. There's a really, this is an easy throw down the middle, but it's a good throw at the same time because he throws it so on time.
And it's working because they call it from under center, and I don't think Cincinnati's expecting a straight drop back from under center on the final drive.
Yeah. Well, what I like about it, it's not a hard throw because it looks like he's wide open, but I like you can see Garoppolo starting to throw as he's just starting to break and come across, and so the ball gets out early enough. That's what gets it down in front of the safety. That's a nice play.
Yeah.
Then they go a little check down here to Hasty for 3.
Mm-hmm.
And it's right about this point I'm saying, whatever you do, don't you just, you can go for your touchdown, but just be smart because it's better to take a tie here than to throw a pick, right?
Yeah.
True. Because we saw the 49ers, shoot themselves in the foot a while back with that in that kind of a situation at one point. This is a really nice catch by Kittle, and he puts that ball in the only spot that's gonna not get Kittle killed.
Was this the one that Kittle wasn't expecting? Oh, I forget.
Yeah, but the cool part about this one is I think he knows where he's going with this ball before it snapped because he sees the outside leverage of 33. He knows Kittle's going to beat him.
Yeah.
And then
Kittle's winning every route.
Yeah, and this is the touchdown.
Yeah.
And the one piece about this touchdown, it's a great play a really good play by you. But this little block right there, that little block 15, by 15 is what keeps Bates from being able to blow him up on the sidelines. It kind of just changes his route.
Because Bates should have a straight line to him to knock him out at the 5 or whatever, right?
Yeah, because he does right here, right? And all of a sudden he kind of gets knocked off balance. Now he's got to flatten out. And
great awareness by Jennings to transition from a route to a block.
Yeah, and he did that last week in Seattle as well on the touchdown by Kittle. So, 15 they got to keep 15 on the field as much as they can. I understand he's not going to be playing ahead of 11.
He needs to stop fumbling, but yes, I agree.
Well,
I'm just saying because he did do it twice, but no, you're right. Look at these blocks, man. He's had a few of them.
Yeah.
If nothing else for his blocking and his catching, But dude, don't fumble anymore. I'm just telling you. That's my advice as quality control. Please don't.
That's sound advice. Sound advice.
That's my professional advice. Stop putting the ball on the ground. That was great.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun. I think I enjoyed watching it more in film form than in Cincinnati. I don't know.
You might have.
That was cool. Yeah, that was cool. ESPN QBR has been a little hard on Jimmy the last couple of weeks. During that win streak, they were giving him like 80s, 90s, like Hall of Fame numbers. The last few weeks, they've really downgraded him, like way lower than his passer rating has been. I guess, what did we see in this game? What the distinction you made that was so brilliant was looking at people instead of the field.
Yeah,
I think we saw that.
Yeah, that's his problem. That's where he, and I don't know if that's something that's going to be solved when they go to Trey Lance whenever they do that.
I don't know about that either. Yeah, I don't know.
Right, or if that's the way that they teach the system, and so that's why we see that be an issue. So we'll see what happens eventually down the road there. But I think that's an issue with Garoppolo. He played okay. He was I graded him out as a B. I gave him a B grade.
I gave him a B too.
Like an 8 out of 10. Yeah. 8 out of 10 because that's a B grade. But he made some good throws. He made some bad throws. And Garoppolo is, like Ted Lasso said, he's a goldfish. He goes out there and he forgets the mistakes right away.
That's true. I gave him a B at the moment. I think after watching this, I would actually kind of be more in the C range. He missed some. He didn't see some open people down the field.
Yes.
That I didn't even notice during the game. So, and really, when you put it all together on the final drive, that makes you forget pretty much the other 65 minutes of the game. And that's fair. I mean, as you pointed out, like Joe Montana's entire legacy is built on those final moments. But I'm not comparing Jimmy Garoppolo to Joe Montana. And just saying, after a rewatch, I think I would move my grade down a little bit more. But they won, and who really cares about the grade of a player in a game that they won? They're 7-6, and they should be 8-6 after next week if they take care of business.
Yeah, they need to. They need to take care of those 2 games at home. That gets them to 9 wins, and they get one of these wins on the at least one game on the road, and you're looking pretty.
Looking pretty. I got to run. This was a lot of fun. Hour and a half. Everyone join Jack later on tonight for Niner Chatter. 6 o'clock?
Yep, 6 o'clock on my channel.
All right. See you guys.